We're Colin and Kirsty from the west of Scotland, and we love adventuring and travelling around the UK, but predominantly our beloved homeland of Scotland. We hike trails, cycle, canoe, kayak and wild camp in some of the most spectacular areas of outstanding beauty Scotland has to offer. So come join us on our next journey of exploration with our wee dog, Barra the Westie.
This time we travel up the scenic west coast of Scotland, passing the ever beautiful banks of Loch Lomond and onwards to a hidden gem called the Kilmartin Glen. The Glen itself is only 3.5 miles long, but is home to over 350 ancient monuments, including Hillforts, standing stones, burial cairns, barrows and castles, and is well worth a visit. We're out on a wee walk just now, packed up for the night last night, really wild with the band shaking, then occasional lull. So we've got a wee break in the weather. Just now it looks like one of those days that hopefully it's just kind of going to be on and off. So we're taking a wee walk, and it's a wee trail called the Trail Works. It's just a wee 10-minute trail, but it gives Barra a wee run. Lets me and Kirsty stretch our legs, eh?
Yep.
Some quality commentary there from Kirsty. Yep. You can tell we're new to this. Never mind.
Welcome to Denad. This is it. And it's Denad. Paul will tell you a wee bit more about it once we get. Let's go.
Denad Hill Fort has a history going back over 2,000 years. It's situated in the Argyll seaboard and was originally part of the Kingdom of the Picts. However, between the years of 500 to 800 AD, the Irish came over to Scotland and conquered this part of the kingdom. However, they carved out a kingdom called Dalriada and were known as the Scots after that, which still obviously is the name to this day. The hill fort itself sits in a rocky outcrop high above a boggy plain called Moyne Vor. Defensively, it has excellent views for 360 degrees, looking to the mountains and over to the sea, and it's very windy. Here, just near the top of the hill fort itself, is a carved stone, as you can see from Kirsty's footprint. There's also a carving of a wild boar. I'm not sure whether you'll be able to see in the camera, pan in, but there is a carving of a wild boar there. And over to the side, we've got a little font or a little well. Rumour has it that the kings of Dalriada used to have their lords come here and place some soil in the footprint, and they would then put their bare foot in it and swear fealty to the king. How much of that is true, or I'm making it up, I'm not too sure. But we'll go up to the top part of the fort and see great views up here. Here we have, we're near the top of Dinard Hillfort and it's very, very windy. And we have Kirsty, who's not a fan of the cold wind, and Barra, who's taking it in stride. Kirsty's hiding from the wind. Here we have the old ancient well structure of what's left of it on top of the hill fort. It's obviously been covered up, but we're well up the hill. There is a close river, so how they get the water up here I'm not quite sure, or whether they just tapped into some water source beneath it. But it's a big mound of rock, so how they got it I'm not too sure.
After a visit to a very windy Dinard Hillfort and the Neolithic standing stones at Ballymenoch, it was time to head back to Angus our van for some heat, a much needed coffee and a welcome meal.
Off to the standing stones then, while it's dry. Happy campers. Bit cold today, isn't it?
Right, stop rolling the sheep.
Like every other dog, as you can see, if he can get a chance to roll in something, he does. Wish you doing? Wish you doing? Wish you doing? Wish you do. Where are we going now?
Carnassery Castle.
The reason I'm getting her to say it is I can't actually say it. Cool castle. Carnassery Castle is a ruined 16th century castle situated to the north of the Glen. It was originally built by the Bishop of the Isles for the Earl of Argyll, though he himself ended up keeping the castle until his death in 1565, where it passed back into the hands of the Earl of Argyll. It was then attacked in 1690 by the Clan MacLean and thereafter little used.
Call it off and don't look back. Take me off this lonely track. All my worries of yesterday, I can't seem to get away. We were golden turning.
Every time I go to film something, Kirsty's a little press
It
record.
keeps rolling and shooting it and it sits inside me. I'm talking about Parama. I keep shouting.
I go to record a little bit of footage and I just hear this Genghis Khan cry at the dog. Para! Yeah, it's a little rascal. Turned out a good day anyway. It was meant to be raining and high winds all day and we had it for 2 or 3 hours in total throughout the day. But the afternoon's been better, it's been dry, the wind's died down, so we're going to head into Loch Gilphead, is it?
Yeah.
And we're going to get some supplies for tonight that we've kind of getting old and senile and we forgot to bring with us. So we'll catch you back at the van.
Thanks for joining us on our trip to Kilmartin Glen. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the subscribe button or the link under the description. And as we come to the end of this video, Colin and I would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.